So someone asked us that why do we need to change the FMS? And the answer is because technology is not uh, static. Technology is evolving by leaps and bounds every year. So of course, the FMS also needed to evolve with it. While the science of it remains constant, we have definitely created something really beautiful, and I hope to be able to communicate why it is necessary through this particular video. So the earlier version of FMS would look something like this, where it was a simple Google Sheet based workflow monitoring system where what has to be done, who would do it, how it will be done, and when it will be done needed to be predefined. Of course, all the people would have access to everybody's data, and it did not have too many mechanisms to archive data. Also, the data would eventually make the entire system very slow. Privacy was of course a major issue. So from there, we the first iteration of the FMS was to create a HTML based interface where of course there is a Google Sheet in the backend, but the front end user would only see exactly those columns and rows which are required for his or her day to day requirement. So we did away with a lot of information overload. This particular version that we had created at that point of time would also take care of automated archiving and document generation. But we didn't want to stop at that. We needed something a little better looking, and this version came up. So where this was a lot more HTML rich. We had options to show the images. We could also embed videos, and we had a cleaner interface where you know the buttons were lot more easier to click. We also had multiple filter views, and we had linkages with dashboards for specific users. But then AI came in, and we said, okay, we need to now really up our game, because all this while a DME was absolutely necessary in this entire process, because things were getting complicated and business owners were getting really dependent on a DME. So in comes this particular FMS, which is now AI enabled. And here what happens is we can actually create this FMS using prompts. We have created our own agent which can actually create an FMS, and of course you would have the option to go ahead and then edit it as per your requirements. So in this particular version, we have completely gotten rid of Google Sheet dependence, uh, which means that you no longer have to worry about your data getting heavy. And to give you just a quick sneak peek into what is coming, so you can basically click on this button here which says create a flow. You would get to these three options, which is you want to either create it manually, you want to create it with AI, or you want to simply import from an existing Google Sheet where your FMS is already there. So we are enabling business owners to actually do all of it almost by themselves. Of course, we'll be providing you hand holding and all the training content along with this. We have literally visualized the process of an FMS creation. So this is just not a flow chart. You can literally pick a stage from here, and a stage would actually get created. You can decide on what conditions should a message go. So that's called depends on this thing. So there are WhatsApp and email integrations, of course, and then there's a lot more that's coming your way. So stay tuned, and I really hope to see you all in the next Tech Alumni. Thank you.